So now the question is arised here. So Bloom's level, it is higher level. So if any person, if you say that what is my qualification, I'll always say that PhD. I need not to say that BTech, MTech, PhD. In the sense, if any particular CO, if it is mapped to the higher Blooms, then you can map to the that one. Without the means if this when you analyze this particular problem, then it means that you already acquired the skill set. That's meaning of apply level skill. So if at all, if you want to write the Bloom's level 3 point of view, one CO, then one Bloom's, you can write one CO. For example, apply level 3 point of view, you write one CO. Another level point of view, you write the another CO. Now, in previous slides, I talks about the don't write the multiple course outcomes which are not mapped to the NEPO. I have already told that. The reason is that if you look at here, if you look at this example here, CO1, I have not mapped to the NEPO. Because of, see, if you're writing the one CO remember 11, if you write another CO like understanding point of view, then the problem is you're writing the multiple CO, but you're not mapping to NEPO. That should be avoided. That is the reason only in previous slides, I've taken Bloom's level 1, level 2, combinedly, I've written one CO. Now, I already told that if writing any CO based on the remember level, understanding level, you cannot map to the NEPO directly with respect to UG engineering program graduate attributes. So PO1 it mainly talks about the apply the engineering knowledge, apply the science knowledge, apply the engineering knowledge in order to solve the problem. It's nothing but it is a Bloom's level 3, apply level. This is analyze level. This is a creative level. This is investigation level content. For example, there is a course called XYZ. That particular faculty, CO1 is written based on the remember level 1 as well as level 2. But if you look at this mapping it is not mapped to the NEPO. Because of this particular CO, he has written based on the level 1, level 2. Now, CO1 is written based on remember level, understanding level, it's possible. Then CO2, if you look at here, then he is mapped to the PO1. If you take the CO3, he has written based on the analyze level skill, he has mapped to the PO2. Now, if you take the CO4, he has written based on the investigation skill. Then he is also saying that, in a sense, the particular faculty is giving the group activities. Group in the sense, is giving some sort of problem to the group of the students. So they have to do the investigation in a group, then they have to submit the report. It's nothing but it is some sort of assignments, or it may be the project work, mini project with respect to that particular subject. It is possible. And there is another thing is that CO5 here also it may be the assignment or it may be the mini project. It is possible. So here individual student is doing the task as a team are also possible. Means faculty is giving the task, they are doing a team and individual work, then they are submitting the report, assignment report. When you say that assignment report, written reports, it's nothing but communication skill. Now, generally, whenever we write the course outcomes, we will do some sort of mistakes. It's quite natural. For example, there is a subject called database management system. That is a particular subject. Okay, if you look at here, the particular subject faculty member, he have written the one course outcomes with respect to a subject. Shall we accept this type of a single course outcome which is defined by DBMS faculty member? Answer for this question is this type of COs cannot be accepted. Generally, MBA, what it says that whenever you're writing the course outcome, you have to write in a particular subject, you need to write 4 to 6 course outcomes is required. And one course outcome. For example, there is another example I'm taking here. There is a subject called DBMS. DBMS faculty, he has written the course outcomes in this fashion like that. Shall we accept the course outcomes? Answer for this question is no. The reason is that he has written the 6 course outcomes, but all the course outcomes you have written the based on the Bloom's level 1 as well as level 2. Means remember level, understanding level point of view is written. But MBA graduate attributes, it start with the apply level only. If you see here, if you're writing any COs, remember level, understanding level, you cannot map to the directly to the any PO directly. Indirectly, it is possible. Now, there is another example I'm taking here. There is a subject called DBMS. With respect to DBMS faculty member, he has written the course outcomes here. Shall we accept this type of COs? Answer for this question is it is not acceptable. The reason is that if you look at this CO2, this is not a DBMS related course outcome. He's saying that apply the routing algorithm. It comes to computer networks. Then there is a CO6. If you take here, conducting the experiment routing concept, it is not comes under this DBMS subject. It is come to computer network. In the sense, the CO2 and CO6, it is come from the computer network subject. Remaining COs, it's come to DBMS. I already told that whenever you're writing the course outcomes, you have to write a course outcome for a particular subject. You have to see the syllabus, and based on that, you have to write the COs. Now, there is another thing, another example here. There is a faculty called, he has written the course outcome. Shall we accept this course outcomes? Answer for this question is no, it is not advisable also. I will see in here all the course outcomes apply. But as per the norms of the MBA, you have written the 4 to 5 CO. In sense, 5 COs you have written. But generally MBA will accept 4 to 5, okay, 4 to 6, reasonable. But all the course outcomes, you have written the apply level. Instead of writing the 5 course outcome and the same skill set, instead of 5 course outcomes, you write a single course outcome by considering all the 5 course outcomes in a generalized way. Means you write a generalized statement for all the course outcomes. For instance, 1 CO you can write rather than 5 COs. Now, there is another example. The DBMS faculty member, he has written the 5 course outcome. Shall we accept? If you look at here, all the course outcomes, you have written the design and development. With respect to MBA UG graduate attributes, it is a design level. So, as per the norms of the MBA, what it says that minimum any subject, it has to match to the 2 POs. But unfortunately, you can these COs you can map only PO3 only. So if comes, you can write the general course outcome which you have written the based on the design level. You write 1 course outcome rather than the 5 course outcome on the design level. Now, shall we accept the below course outcomes the faculty has written in down below? So if you look at here, they have written 6 course outcome. Shall we accept? Yes, this type of course outcome can be accepted here because this is the DBMS subject. So if you see here, by considering the apply level, he has written CO2. By considering the analysis level, means Bloom's level 4, he has written another CO. By considering the design level, creative level point of view, he has written another CO. By considering the investigation skill, like a PO4 with respect to MBA point of view, it is L5. Here written another CO. By considering the PO5 in UG schools, you have written another skills. In this fashion, we can write the course outcomes. Generally, so far I talk about the how to write the course and what are the mistakes. Now I'm talking about the sometimes now people will do the wrong mapping they will do here. For example, there is a subject called DBMS subject. That particular faculty member CO1 he have written like that. Like a student has the ability to define, understand, and explain the concept of the DBMS. This is CO1 with respect to his subject. Now this particular faculty UG engineering program, you have a 12 program outcomes you have. This guy, he has written only 1 course outcomes, but he has mapped all 12 program outcomes. Shall we accept this one? No. This type of a subject called DBMS. The faculty member he has mapped the particular COs in this fashion. Shall we accept here? Answer for this question is that we cannot accept this type of mapping. See, first of all, in a single subject, it is not possible to map PO, all the PO. It is not possible because of no, we cannot. You cannot put in all the domains any particular subject. No, you can map at least if it is pride related, then it's possible. But if it is theory related subject, it may not possible. Now previously, no, he has mapped the correlation strength is 1. Now the correlation strength is 3. His mapping is like that. Shall we accept? But with respect to DBMS subject, no. How can we map higher strength level? It may not be possible. So this type of mapping also cannot possible. Now, can we accept the following the COs? There is a two thing here. Then here is one is COs. Then he our left side of thing is CO. Right side of the thing is that it is a COPO mapping. Shall we accept the this type of COs as well as mapping? Answer for this question is that the CO what you written here with respect to DBMS subject it is okay. But when it comes to mapping, there was an issue. You see here, CO2 you have written based on the apply level. It comes in a PO1. Of course, he is the wrong thing. Okay. If you take that, if you take the, you can map to the PO1 with respect to CO1. With respect to analyze 2, you can map to the PO2. With respect to design level, you can map to the PO3. I already told that in a single subject, you can map minimum at least 2 POs. But there are some subjects, if you have a more alternate assessment tools, you can also possible to map multiple number of subjects. It is possible. Like a seminar with respect to your subject, mini projects, like a assignments. If you have, then you can also map some more POs. It is also possible. Now, uh, in previous slides, I already talked about whenever you writing the course outcomes, you write the course outcomes by considering the entire syllabus as well as TLP as well as what are the assessment tools. The reason is that we should avoid the writing the course outcome based on the unit wise or module wise. In the sense, your subject is divided into the unit wise or module wise. In maximum university, if you take any university, they say that 5 units your syllabus like that, or four modules like that. And the syllabus is divided into modules. Now, whenever you're writing the course outcomes, you have to take the entire syllabus, TLP, assessment tools. These three things we have to follow. If you're not following these three components, then attainment issues, you have to face the problem. The reason is I will explain here. For example, you take the unit 1, unit 2, point of view, you are written the CO1, CO2. During the test 1, or sometimes we can say the mid exam, all these questions, whatever the questions are there in this test 1, you would have mapped to the CO1 as well as CO2. Like that. Let us assume that. From unit 3 and unit 4, you would have written CO3 and CO4. During the test 2 exams, you would have given all the questions, you would have mapped to the CO3 or CO4 maybe. From unit 5 and unit 6, you would have written CO5, CO6. During the third test or third mid, all the questions, you would have mapped CO5 or maybe 6. But due to the some reason, if the student is unable to take the third test, then attainment of the CO5, CO6, it becomes 0. That is the reason only it is advisable for all the peoples write the course outcomes by considering the entire syllabus, TLP as well as assessment tools. If you're not using proper assessment tools, then also you will face the attainment issue also. This is one of the reason. Now, for example, there is a subject called ABC. The guy who is handling the subject ABC, he has mapped the COPU mapping in this way. In this way, shall we accept this type of CO mapping? Answer for this question is yes. So if you look at here, this is an example here. This guy directly written the CO1 by considering the apply level, I mean PO point of view. And CO2 he has written by considering the analyze level skill point of view. If it 3 is no, CO3 has written by considering the design level as well as communication skill. Like a mini project with respect to is subject point of view is written here. Now, with respect to you have written the CO4 by considering the investigation skill as well as communication skill. It is possible. Now, CO5 here written CO5 has written based on the usage of the modern tools. I mean PO5. Then by considering the communication skills, I mean PO10, you have written CO5. With respect to CO6, you have written the particular CO by considering the engineering societal skills as well as communication skills. In this sense, CPO6 mainly talks about the engineering society skill. Now, shall we accept the following question paper format of the any particular subject? For example, you take assume that this particular question paper is DBMS subject. Shall we accept? So I don't want to say that the university of this who has given this one. This is a model question paper. I just kept this one here. This is one of the MTech question paper have been asked a set question paper. But unfortunately, if you see that all the question paper, the maximum questions are only Bloom's level 1, level 2. I already told that as long as you are giving the any, if you written any questions like a Bloom's level 1, level 2, you cannot map to the any PO directly. But unfortunately, all our questions, okay, it will be Bloom's level 1 only, level 2. So my best advice you that, so whenever you're writing the course outcomes, I mean course outcomes, even what are the during the mid exam or assignments, you try to give the higher level Blooms like a Bloom's level 3, level 4, up to in theory exams, you can go up to the level 4. It's possible. But if you're giving alternate assessment tools like a mini project assignment, practical based assignment, pack based assignment, then you can go to the up to the Bloom's level 6 also. It's possible. Yeah. Let's assume that there is a subject called DBMS. That particular faculty has written the internal question paper. Means sometime we can call it the CIE. Shall we accept this type of question paper? Here is, if you see here, question 1. He has written by considering the Bloom's level 3, he has mapped PO1. He has allocated some mark also. See question number 2. Question number 2, he has by considering the Bloom's level 4, PO2 point of view written. By considering the Bloom's level 3, PO1 point of view, written another question. By considering L4, mapping PO, by considering PO2, then he has written the another question here. Shall we accept this type of question? Answer for this question is yes, it can be acceptable. If you see here for the given scenario, you are asking the student to solve the problem. It's nothing but L3. For the given scenario, you are asking your student to analyze the problem. It's nothing but Bloom's level 4. Isn't here also? This is also apply level. Now, if you're solving the problem, then if you're asking some sort of questions, then it will be analyze level. Like a puzzles, it comes on L4 only. Until if you studied very well this particular table, you cannot fail. First, you have to understand this one. After that, you have to analyze this one. Then you can fill it. That is called Bloom's level 4. It's nothing but analyze level skill. This type of thing can be accepted. For example, question 1, question 3, it's apply level. Question 2, question 3, question 4, it is analyze level skill. This type of question format will accept that one with respect to engineering program. Now, before writing the course outcome with respect to your subject, you can look at the Bloom's level. Okay. Yes, you can look. Nothing is wrong. So you can consider the Bloom's level. See, for example, Bloom's level 1 mainly talks about the remember. Like, list, explain, write a short notes. These type of things will come to remember level. The next level is understanding level, like a discourse, explain, write a short notes. This all comes to understanding level. And sometimes it is overlap also, it is possible. Certain COs. Well, when you're talking about the Bloom's level 3 with respect to MBA point of view, we can map to the PO1. It's possible. Nothing but apply. In the sense, for example, find or estimate, calculates. It comes under apply level. Here is analyze. In the sense, you have you are analyzing problems and you are saying that this circumstance, these are the possibles expected, that one, like that. You are giving analyze level.